I wrote Girl in a Dream. So one morning last year in 2019, I woke from a dream, and I don't remember what the dream was about. You know when you wake up and you forget what the dream was after 60 seconds. It was like that. I remember in the dream I had written and I was singing this song, and I woke up, and this has only happened once or twice before, but it's never happened like this. I woke up, and whereas in the past I have woken up a couple of times and remembered a song that I wrote in a dream, like it's very partial, I have an idea of a song. This time it was a fully fledged song. I woke with a full set of lyrics, the full melody for the chorus, a full chord progression, and I even heard in the dream details about the production, how I wanted it to sound. It was so clear. I woke with a fully formed song in my mind. So I scribbled down the lyrics. It was so strong in my mind. I didn't even go to the studio to lay it down until 5 days later. And then in the studio, it was really fast, really effortless. And after a couple of days, I have essentially what you hear on the final record, and what you are hearing is exactly what I heard in the dream. Guys, I know it sounds crazy, but this is the honest truth. This is where Girl came from. And this is why I have this overwhelming sense that this song was sent to me for some reason. I'm not going to pretend that I know what the reason is, but I'm going to assume that part of my duty is to share it with you. So then I was left with this really interesting situation, because obviously when I'm consciously writing my songs, I know exactly the reasons why I'm writing them. This time around, I kind of had to look at the song and say, okay, where has this song come from? Which was interesting. Not that it was particularly difficult. I have always, for as long as I can remember, had this innate femininity about my essence. And I know this isn't going to come as a surprise to anyone, because there have been moments in the past where I have not been afraid to express this side of myself as part of my work. But growing up with two older brothers in a very, very heteronormative household, I was painfully aware that the things I wanted to do and the things I was interested in, this is not what boys do. You know, I was constantly told by members of my family and the adults in my life that boys should be playing football and boys should be playing in the mud and they should be climbing trees. The problem with that is that I was the perfect contradiction, because I loved all of those things. I loved playing football with my middle brother, and I would be the one at the top of the tree. But I also loved music and writing poetry, and I liked dolls and shoes. And all of my friends were girls, you know? Perfect contradiction. And throughout my adult life, I feel like the universe has been dropping these little hints. At one point, a psychic told me that I was a Japanese princess in a past life, which would explain my successful career in Japan. But another time, more recently, my mom was getting her aura painted by an artist. And the artist said that I had a female aura, which she found fascinating. But honestly, it's only been the last few years that I've truly become more aware of how it draws people into me. I think primarily they are curious, because there aren't that many people that have this balance of both. And then I attribute my femininity that softens me enough that people feel that they can approach me and talk to me about it. And suddenly I was conscious of this quality that I have that draws people into me, that attracts people to me. And last year, my friend Katie in Tokyo, she said it was my superpower. And ever since she said that, it stuck with me. The more I thought about it, the more I realized it really is my superpower. I have this quality that not a lot of people have that draws people to me. And a lot of the time, it puts them at ease and makes them very comfortable to get to know me. And that's amazing. Plus, I have the benefit of being able to play with all the toys in the box. I get to color with all the crayons. And you know, if people feel like they only operate within their own lane, like here, that's totally fine. But some of us just don't know how to do that. That is not how we are wired. That's not how we were made. That is absolutely fine as well. So I suddenly realized I have this superpower. So when I looked at what I'd written in my dream for Girl, I realized that this song was a celebration of that superpower. I wanted it to be a beautiful celebration of femininity. I wanted it to break down the gender norms in order for you to be yourself and to send a message to not be afraid to be yourself, to not be afraid to be male or in a male body, and still want to be sexy and beautiful and feminine and dance in stilettos and get your legs out. I think it's beautiful. I really think it's beautiful. And as more time goes on, I have learned to embrace that, and I own that about myself, and I truly love that about myself as well. That's what I attribute Girl to. That's what I feel like it represents, and that is why it has become an integral part of this album. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to make sure you receive notifications about every video that I put out. Make sure you go and add my new single, I Could Be Your Girl, to all of your favorite playlists, and go check out the official music video right here on YouTube. Come stalk me on social media. All of the links you need are in the video description. I love you guys, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.
Kimi no